Hey! Greetings and salutations to you, people of the interweb. So today we've got a bit of another Kickstarter unboxing. So a while ago, a company called Hero Forge they did a Kickstarter. Now, if you don't know what Hero Forge is it's an online company that do custom minis for gaming. So what you do is you kind of build your mini through lots of different selections of the body type and clothing and all that type of stuff. You kind of customize your miniature to what they're going to wear and stuff, and then you can either get them printed out from the company itself, or just get the file if you have a 3D printer at home, and get them printed off. Yeah, so that's essentially what they did, and they did a Kickstarter because they wanted to improve this technology and go from just giving you a miniature from made out of various different types of plastic. You can even get them done in bronze if you really want that. Maybe one day if we get a character up to level 20. But yes, they wanted to improve that technology and get it so they could print in colour. So the colours that you chose for your character in the creator here would transfer onto how they looked in the actual print. So I have had a Hero Forge figure printed before. This was before this technology came up. This is my half-orc samurai Grim. I don't know if you can make it out that well, but I didn't really look around the site as much then. He's not got any side objects or back objects, and his base is blank. So I kind of just rushed this one rather than kind of taking my time. Now, these ones now are like my current characters that I'm playing in Dungeons and Dragons. I thought I'd finally go through with the Kickstarter because I pledged in the Kickstarter, and I finally decided let's claim my rewards because they keep adding things like every week, and it's kind of interesting and kind of like, oh, what they're going to add this week, what they're going to add next week. Am I finally going to be like really happy with this figure? Because there's various different objects they can have in their hands, or like say different items of clothing or haircuts and stuff like that. So it's kind of will they get to that stage where I'm like, yeah, this is definitely that character. And they've just added the decals where you can put tattoos and face makeup and all that type of stuff on. And so I thought, now's the time to do this, even though I don't know if that particular aspect is going to show up well on a printed figure. But here we are. So we've got 3 figures packaged well, bubble wrap. Right, okay. I think I know who that is just from the outlines. And so we'll get this guy first because you've kind of already seen him on the screen there, if that translated very well. So this is a Curse of Strahd campaign. I am playing the Great Malagery, who's a tiefling sorcerer, storm sorcerer. So he throws around lightning and stuff like that, and he's a general cad. Wow. That is actually pretty cool. Oh, yeah. I'm liking all the details and stuff on that. So, yeah, this is Mal here. And then so this has come off the print art. This is not, someone's not painted this or anything like that. This is just how it is being printed. So I don't know how well that's going to come across on my phone camera, but ooh, I'll probably be adding more pictures to my Instagram at some point in time. So Bestow Yeti on Instagram. Look that up if you want to take a look at these figures in a bit more detail. But yeah, oh yeah, I'm really impressed. That's great. That is great. Oh, it's got this like fine, like almost dust on him, and you can almost see the, you know, the printing things almost. It's got that certain quality. So, like, say this is like a compared to a Hero Quest figure in size. Yeah, it's not really got much else, so you know, it fits a little square perfectly. So that's Mao. Let's see. I'm gonna load up the next one we're going to open. So this is my half-orc samurai again. He's now taking levels in Barbarian, so he's been through hell. So he's changed a bit. Let's just open him up. So we're going to go and hopefully here. So this is what we're dealing with here. Go now. $360. And we'll, which was it? This one. Oh yeah. So this is him. I'd say with the green, various bits of stubble and stuff, and like the scars and the mud has come in like a little bit muddy on him compared to, I think Mal's got some very like stark colour differences, whereas Grimm's got some like, you know, very kind of like muddy design stuff. So, you know, what's dirt and what's green flesh and stuff like that's kind of meshed up a little bit with him, but other than that, he's definitely the guy. You know, he's definitely the guy. So yeah, I quite like that. I like that. Yeah, he is. It's just, I think his face just hasn't come off quite as well. As Mal's has. But you know, we live and learn. That's you know, part of this. And next up, I do like the hair and stuff. But yeah, maybe if he had, you know, completely different colour, you know, rather than like a brighter haircut compared to his skin colour, might have worked up. Next up we have Lumi, who is a Circle of the Land Arctic Druid. I'm a bit nervous about this one. I mean, this is a guy, one that I play in a pub game, so this guy's going to be travelling around a bit more. And obviously, because he is travelling around a bit more, I've decided to give him, that we can make this out, more kind of weird spell effects that, you know, might be prone to falling off and being damaged. but like arrows sticking out the back of his shield and all kinds of things. So let's see what we've got here. Again, so yeah, it's because his club's bent a little bit, but yeah, other than that, I think again his base with like it's got leaves and stuff on it, and these like little chunks I tried to make look like snow or ice. Got some like permafrost on the back of his cape. So yeah, he's cool. He's ice cold. Yeah, I like how all the details and the fur and stuff like that. No, I'm really pretty. I'm really pleased. Obviously, there's details, because you can get very detailed in these. Because they're designed not just for to be, minis, but to be able to use as tokens and stuff like that, and just as general character art. And the resolution on this pad isn't as good as what you can get it on the on other devices. But yeah, so you're doing like eye colors and stuff like that, and obviously you're not really going to get them to show up. Apart from you can just about make out the red in Mal's eyes here. Yeah, I'm pleased with them. I'm pleased with them. That's a good thing. So yeah, I've got these three characters. I'm kind of feeling itchy for new characters, creating new characters at the moment. And now that I've got these three actually down and printed, it's kind of what's next? Well, yeah, I'm not going to say it's cheap because these are customized miniatures. So yeah, I mean, buying the files and printing them yourselves is the cheaper option, but obviously you'd need to also own a 3D printer or have access to a 3D printer, which isn't the cheaper option. I mean, you could go to the shop and buy, or go to a shop or look online and buy miniatures that look a bit like your characters, or maybe buy several miniatures that look a bit like your characters and like convert, swap an arm here and do this there, and kind of get them to be an approximation of what you think your character looks like, and that'd cost a bit of money, and then plus get the paints and plus get that, and you'd probably if you could do a professional job with the paint and stuff like that, you might be able to get them to look better than they do here. I couldn't. Some of the smaller details that are on there, I know I couldn't paint. No more. Um, shaky hands or anything like that. So there's that. Some of the fine details, and they are little bit light. So don't. I'm tempted to try an ink wash on them or a wash on them. Risky, especially like I said, they're not cheap. But if you're someone who doesn't war game and just plays D&D and just wants a representation of the character, so getting models and getting the paints for them and getting all the stuff that you need to get a decent mini, it might be the cheaper option. Who knows? But it's a good experiment and it's a cool concept, and they're only going to get better. So yeah, I'm really pleased with these guys. It's good to see them in physical form. Yeah, thank you, Hero Verge. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Hope it's been some use to you. Um, as always, we'll then end with the usual YouTube things about liking, commenting, and subscribing. But if you just hear about D&D miniatures, trust me, most of the time I'm talking about Transformers and silly plastic action figures, so you might not want to stick around for that. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, be excellent to each other. And in these times, let's reach out across the screen and give each other a good old fist bumping Fisto! Fisto!